Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shetler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs. Nice weather is finally here, and it has a funny way of inspiring home projects. Good news, your hometown lumber store is ready to help make those ideas happen. From quality decking and railing to energy-efficient windows and beautiful new doors, you'll find the products, expertise, and service you need to upgrade your home this season. So whether you're building, updating, repairing, or finally getting started, we're here to help every step of the way. Visit Sigourney Lumber today. Everything you need for summer projects all in one place.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio. Online radio for Southeast Iowa.
And hello, welcome in. Time for some real talk here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube. Aaron Fleming. I'm Steve. He's Aaron. Here we are. Hi.
Here we are, back together again.
Welcome in.
After a week.
Well, yeah, you were, as I put it on Facebook last week, you were on location.
On location at the Pea Ridge Battlefield near Bentonville, Arkansas. So kind of in my happy place. I'm just a Civil War nerd, and so when I get some time off of work, I head down south because all the battles were fought down south because it's okay to say this. We're in Iowa because Iowa was winning, right? Like
winning.
I don't know. Maybe we just alienated all of our listeners from south of the Mason-Dixon line. But, So I head on south and got to see some battlefields and go on a big 7-mile walk with my daughter, and I was just telling Steve before the show, I was surprised. She's a drama and music kid.
Okay.
So I was surprised that she didn't want to jump in front of the camera, but I asked her if she wanted to be on camera, and she's like,
she can be a character.
She can be a character. I think my favorite one is when she goes full Valley Girl, and she's like, "You're done. Dad, you're done. I just can't even with you right now." So yeah, what a kid. So I'm back. I'm feeling energized. I feel lean and fit and tan.
You walked in today, and I was going to say, I didn't say it out loud, but I thought you looked lean and fit.
Lean and fit and tanned.
Yes,
because it was 105 degrees down in
it?
Arkansas. Yeah, it's so hot. Yeah, it was a scorcher down there. So I came back a little tan and rested and ready to rock and roll, Steve. So
Fantastic.
Here we are on Real Talk.
Okay.
And I'm just going to tell you a little story about my vacation, because what's the point of going on vacation if you don't come home and tell all your friends about it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't a cruise or something fancy like that, so you don't have to feel like I'm rubbing in my expensive vacation. Our idea of vacation is to find a cheap Airbnb and just get away and hang out for the most part. But we were in Bentonville, which has got all the Walmart money. Like imagine the Sigourney Square, except that every building on the square is freshly renovated and full of a thriving business, and like no boarded up old buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything in town is just nice, and there's no way that you or I could ever move there because like the cheap houses start at like $500,000.
Yeah.
So but it's a neat town. So what I'm getting around to is we went to what do you call it? An art gallery.
Okay.
Right on the square.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, and Well, let me tell you. We walked into this. Well, Melissa went to it first, and she actually got to meet the owner. So this is a story that I didn't hear firsthand. I got it from my wife. But you walk into this art gallery, and if you like art and you're going through Arkansas, like, go there. A lot of modern art is weird or dark,
Abstract.
and there was some abstract stuff in this place, but abstract, incomprehensible. Some of it's kind of grotesque.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of modern art that is just kind of like, yeah. And I don't know. Are you an art guy?
No. I mean, I'll go to a museum if I'm forced to, and I'll deal with it. But no, I am not going to willingly choose to go to a museum.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, not an art gallery. A museum and an art gallery are different things.
that's true. That's true.
So an art gallery, no. Museum, yeah. Yes, I would go.
Well, if you ever go to Bentonville, Arkansas, go to this art gallery, because you walk in, and it's not that postmodern, angsty kind of ew, weird, what is this stuff? You walk into this place, and it's just like this explosion of color.
Okay.
Everything in the place is curated for beauty and joy, and so we're really in our happy place in this gallery, and there was worship music playing because the owner is a believer, and so there's just a feel in.
Well,
this
maybe I
place.
would check this one out.
Yeah, this is different. I mean, I like art galleries in general. My mom was an art major in college, and she was always drawing something or doing watercolors when I was a kid. So I kind of grew up with that kind of atmosphere. But so Melissa, here's the cool story about the guy who owns the place. He was not an artist until about 25 years ago, and he and his wife bought a house. And he was like, wow, I really like art, but I can't afford art. And so he's like, I wish I could fill my house with art, but I just bought a house, so I'm broke. So how could I do this? So he just decides, well, I'll teach myself how to paint. And then I'll paint the kind of paintings that I like, and then I'll have art. And so he did, and then it turned out that he was pretty good, and then it turned out that he could sell his paintings, and now he has an art gallery in which he hangs his own stuff, but now he's also facilitating the art careers of other people. And it's just fantastic. So I'm grabbing a hold of that personally, and I put this into my sermon last Sunday. Hey, we forgot to say this show is sponsored by New Life Community Church in Wellman, Iowa.
Just look down here along your screen.
Yeah,
it's right down there.
It's right.
Right down there somewhere.
I'm not a skilled media
Pointer?
professional like Steve, so I had to figure this out. If I
there you go. It's
so
all down there.
All down there. God, friends, and fun is our motto, one of our mottos. But you can join us at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, live and in person in downtown Wellman, Iowa, or you can check us out on Facebook. But so I shared some of this on Sunday, and I'm just asking people to think about this. Is there a place in your life where like you just have bare walls, so to speak? You have the house, but the walls are bare. And you sit there thinking, oh, man, I wish I could. I wish I had. I wish. But here's this guy who just takes on this. I just think it's a total faith-filled mindset where he says, well, I could learn how to paint.
Yeah.
And that for me personally, I'm not going to learn how to paint. You're doesn't sound like you want to learn how to paint.
Don't have enough time right now. Maybe here in about 10 to 15 years.
10 to 15 years. Yeah, get to retirement, and then you'll need something to do.
Yeah.
I can see you wearing a kind of a beret and holding a palette and see, you got the expression for it. Steve the painter. No, take your own interests. Leave the art out if you don't love art. But take your own interests. And my point is, here's a guy who looks at a blank wall and says, well, I can't buy something, but what could I do? What do I have that I could do? And he decided in his particular case, well, I can learn how to paint. So that's kind of first part. I love that story. I've told that story like 16 times since I came home from vacation. I'm just telling everybody. I'm meeting some other pastors for lunch later today. I'm going to tell them that story. So I just love that. But the second part of the story is that my wife, dear sweet Melissa, is looking at this painting. Her favorite one in the whole place. It's like these bright yellow flowers and stuff, and it's just gorgeous, right? And she's like, oh man, I just really love this painting. And I start thinking, well, maybe I ought to buy myself or buy my wife a painting, right? and I was like, maybe if it's $150 or $200, like maybe yeah, like wow, she'd give me a big kiss. That's for sure. And then I look at the price tag and it's $1,400.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I could put it on my credit card. Wait, I don't know if my credit limit is that high. Oh man. So then I started to feel a little sad. Like, oh man, I just, I can't afford nice things for my wife. And I think for a lot of us guys, that's kind of a sad feeling when our wife or maybe one of our kids wants something. And then you get into that, well, maybe I'm not a good provider, and our self-esteem comes under attack and our self-image. So I started to get sad. But kind of right as I was sad for about 2 minutes. And now I mentioned that they were playing worship music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this song came on. I can't remember. I don't think it's Elevation. Doesn't matter. This worship song, I know the Lord will provide. I know my God's not empty-handed. He gives us blessing upon blessing. I'm still believing because I know my God will provide. And so that came on right at that moment. And I'll warn you, the story does not end with me walking out of the door with that painting. But what did happen is I started to sing it right there in the gallery. And there were some other people in the gallery. I wasn't singing too loud. But then our daughter, Kyla, started to sing with me. And so I'm singing and she's singing the harmony part. And we weren't singing real loud, but we were singing loud enough that I'm sure everybody in the place could hear us. And here's the real miracle. The real miracle is that for once, my wife wasn't embarrassed by me singing in public, and she didn't shush us. And so here Kyla and I are singing this worship song in this gallery about how I know that God is going to provide for me, and he's not empty-handed, and he is going to bless me. And I realize I don't know how many 13-year-old girls want to sing in public with their dad.
Mm-hmm.
Now maybe Riley would have with you.
Yeah.
We're some kind of blessed to have had teenage daughters who would want to sing with us in public. And so many kids would just say, "Oh, Dad, you're embarrassing me. Shut up, Dad. No, I hate it when you do that. No, Dad. I can't even with you anymore." And so I felt like $1 million, Steve, to be able to just sing with my daughter. And so we didn't walk out with a $1,400 painting.
You ran out.
We ran out, and that was the end of vacation. We came home really fast, and I'm not never going back there. Oh, so yeah, I'm telling that story. I'm chewing on it. I'm thinking, what does this mean about life? And I think this weekend, I'm gonna take Melissa up to Iowa City, find an art store and buy her some paint and a couple of canvases.
Nice.
And because she'll be the painter among the two of us. She's much more gifted in that way, and so. that's what we're gonna do. And is she ever gonna sell a painting for $20, let alone $1,400? That's not even what it's about. It's just about grabbing a hold of something that is in your heart and living it out. So I think that's a good place to stop. This has been Real Talk with Aaron and Steve, and it is sponsored by New Life Community Church. Downtown Wellman, right. 10 o'clock. And hey, we've got some small groups, Bible studies and stuff at different times. And coming up September 11th, which is a Friday evening, if you are a man, there is a men's grill out at Dave Schuman's farm. So if you want to hang out with some men, it's kind of a bring your own meat and bring a side dish to share. So there will be a lot of potato salad and macaroni salad from the J-Dubs deli. Men don't cook that much. I don't know if you've noticed that. But anyway, that's what's going on in New Life. I hope we see you around soon.
All right. We thank New Life Community Church in Wellman for sponsoring. Thank Aaron for always being here. And we'll do it again next week. It's Real Talk here on Steve Shetler Media.